it's raining. Well, that is kind of a bummer that my sunny day plans were ruined. But luckily, I do have just the activity in mind for just this type of weather. And all I really need for it is light and darkness. You may be asking yourself, Miss Erin, how could you possibly have light and darkness? That's impossible. Not necessarily. We can acquire these things by building a fort and using a flashlight, because we are going to make shadow puppets! Okay, things that we need. We need lots of sheets, some duct tape, some cozy pillows, a chair or a few chairs. Cats are optional. And a flashlight or some type of safe light source. Okay, here is my fort. I used a chair right there. I used a coffee table right here. I taped and tacked it. Oh my gosh, the cats are in there playing. I taped and tacked it together, and I covered the windows a little bit more so there's even less light outside my fort. I'm inside the fort. Gotta say, it's pretty neato. I've got my comfy pillows down here. I've got my light source right there. I've got my coziest sweater, and it's freshly washed. It smells so nice. And that's about all I need for my shadow puppet fort. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this camera a little bit. My light source is on this side. My flat surface is here. I'm using my front door. And I am sitting, hello light, I am sitting between the light and the flat surface, because in order for a shadow puppet to work, you have to block the light with your hands, okay? And you blocking the light with your hand is what casts the shadow, because the light can't get through. Okay? So let's start with something simple. Let's start with a bird. To make a bird, you need both of your hands. You need to hold them like this. Actually, let's start this way. Hold your hands like this and cross them together, making your thumbs touch. It already kind of looks like a bird, but look what happens when it becomes a shadow. Wow, look at that beautiful bird flying away. Caw-caw! You did it! That's so cool! You made a bird. It's fun. Let's make a bunny now. Okay, make a fist. That means you squinch all your hands together like a ball. That's called a fist. And put up 2 fingers. It's a bunny! Oh, I think this might be my favorite one. I love that it's so simple. You know, I don't know how to make shadow puppets very well. I'm still learning, and I'm practicing, and I just kind of keep moving my fingers around until I think it looks like what I'm trying to create. And I think this looks like a bunny. Little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. So silly. Yay, a bunny. Good job, y'all. Let's make a horse. Okay, put your hands together like you're clapping, but stick them together. And make sure your thumbs are up. And kind of move them like this so it looks a little bit like ears. You see how it kind of looks like ears? It almost looks like a horse. Yeah, I think so. I have horses that live across the street from my house, and I get to see them trot down the sidewalk almost every single day, and it's the coolest thing. All right, you made a horse. Awesome job. Thanks for hanging with me in the fort today, my good friends. I hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Now I am going to get a snack and put on a really awesome cleanup song and put this room right back the way I found it because I made quite a mess. But you don't have to clean up yet if you don't want to. You can keep on creating different shadow shapes. You can see if it's cool to have a snack in your fort, or to look at a book, or to do some drawing in your fort. It's a nice little space for you. So I hope that, again, I hope you had a very good time. I love you so much, and stay curious. While we're on the topic of shadows and how shadows happen when light cannot pass through something, we can also kind of talk about how shadows are how night and day exists. I know that sounds a little bit silly, but let's pretend for a moment that this little ball is Earth, which is our planet, and that this big light is the sun. Now, notice how one side of the ball is dark and shadowy, while the other side of the ball is all lit up. Well, we can pretend that the dark side is nighttime and the light side is daytime on two sides of the world. Now you might be thinking, well, it's not always nighttime where we live and it's not always daytime where we live. You are correct. That is because the Earth is always slowly spinning like this, okay? And that means that every part of the world gets a chance to have daytime and nighttime. Pretty neato, right? And it's all because the sun cannot pass through the Earth, so it casts a shadow on one side. Science, it's so good.